Alright. Actually closed the coffee this time before I started wandering over here to talking. Oh boy. Morning. It's 7:51. I have practice in 4 hours. And pads day. And the weather looks wet. I've got pills in building. It's funny as Willie has practice today for the Raiders and the Mafia at the same time, so he's got to make an executive decision. He missed the Raiders last week because he was dying, and but this is like the last bye week for the Mafia before they go on their rest of the season and championship spree. I say that word a lot. Editing things out during yesterday's video was really bad because they're so, and a little hint, I record that video 8 times. There's a lot of information in that didn't make it in. There's a lot of information that did because I realized it on like shoot 3. Like, I started that at like 10 o'clock and I tried to record it. Sometimes they're only like 3 minutes and I realized, oh, I'm detracted and other stuff. Bread. And one of the videos actually got up to like 14 minutes and I was barely even talking about the book anymore. Like, oopsies. And then Brad called and I was like, maybe, you know, taking Brad's call. And so that was a shoot right there that didn't do anything. No. The heel doesn't toast well. So that was fun. But I got the video up and hopefully one of those books will be useful to one of my viewers. Yagra. Oh yeah. There's that. Make a point of, you know, not doing any video games in the morning. Much better to stay active. Why were you? That was fast. You bump the yogurt tapped the cancel button. Anyways, what did Evolution Team Apparel post? Oh, that's a snazzy looking uniform. For youth football, but look at that. The one on this side. That's pretty cool. I think Willie's practice is in like an hour. Most people try to have like on 9 in the morning. We're putting ours at like noon. Works out better. A lot of other people can make shifts and changes in their schedule and whatnot. Alright, I'm gonna get to stretching. Oh, tripod's still up. Great. Alright, I've got Aaron up in the shower. I'm gonna put a card up there if you guys want to listen to it. There's an older song by the Cranberries called Zombie. Now, that song is super depressing if you know what it's about. A lot of young people don't realize that a lot of, and still a bit of political turmoil happened in Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland is not Ireland. There's a massive, there was, I'm not sure, I haven't kept up on that stuff. But the Cranberries wrote the song about the fact that there is basically constant war in that part of the country, or in that country, over religious stupidity. So a band called Bad Wolves has covered it, but slightly changes the lyrics, but not enough to make it its own separate song. So it's not like they sampled it. They literally covered the song, but they changed, like, with their bombs and with their tanks and their bombs, their guns and their drones. They didn't have it back when the Cranberries made the song in the 80s, the early 90s. And then they put in the word in 2018. So it's relative, you know, and I was in that point when I listened to the Cranberries version. I was sad because at the time, you know, I mean, I still do, it still kind of gets me sad because I know of all the crud, because of all the stuff that I knew was going on in Northern Ireland. It wasn't, you know, they wrote it about that, but it wasn't necessarily, could have been about any type of war time. And this one is, yeah, it super hits home. It's much more rock, and yeah, I'm heading on up to practice. It's 10:50. I need to get my phone on the charger because I was browsing it too much and not on the computer. See what goes on. Hit practice. with my pads. Where you at? Oh, there you are. All right. So that's Kingsway. There's Doofus. Tyler's in his car. I've already gotten out and talked. It's 11:39. Found a jump rope on the side and it's like gigantic, and there's like anybody can jump rope when it's, you know, a long one. Although when it gets too long, you can't. I'm sitting in the warmth of the car because I'm prissy. Tim's getting himself all taped up, bandaged up. I don't want to say bandaged up, but he's putting the gauze stuff around his wrists and his ankles and stuff. So that's why I was hoping the gate would be open, but the gate's unlocked. Or the gate is locked. There goes Tyler. There are like a lot of people not showing up today. I caught a lot of that while I was going down the hill. Danny's not going to be here. A couple guys up north are not going to be here. Some other folks are like, won't be there because of the rain. I'm not even sure if that's real. I brought my practice jersey rather than my regular jersey. They want us to switch. It's black, so it's still good for defense. But if they want us to switch over to the actual jersey, that's fine. But I want to stay with the practice jersey because I don't want the game jersey getting ripped from practice. I'll see you guys after practice. I need to get charged up, ready to go. Oh, you are icky gross. So, I'm gonna take everything to the car, figure things out. Holy muddy. Muddy, muddy, muddy. But yeah, we did actual pads today. Not much. Still clinking and stuff, but no linebacker work because we didn't have many DBs and shit here. What's up with you? Glad to have pads on or something, or? I'm all one-handed now, trying to get everything going. We were supposed to be at Kingsway Turf Field, but the gate's locked. But everything's gonna need to be washed. Everything. I don't even know what time it is. We were gonna do 7 on 7, but that didn't. Let's get this thing out of my mouth. Huh? Sorry, Thor was talking, and I was just figuring out if he was talking to me or not. So I'm gonna get everything out of my backpack, leaving the gloves out. I would have worn my white cleats, but when you're in that much mud, you don't want to dust up the...
Right there. Number 8.
Hot.
We're gonna have shirts and coats, and it's going to be Under Armour. What? Were you in this conversation? No, how the last time was that? What logo? Do we have a logo? I think it's like the next year. So what?
If we change it to the Seahawks, I'm moving to Geneva.
Did I play D-line?
Not really. No idea what I'm doing. Because all the guys at outside linebacker didn't have pads on. So, you know, I was smart and responsible and brought my pads and helmet, so I had to do the hitting. I don't know, can you guys see that? Would not have wanted to wear white cleats today. I couldn't figure out which one was worse, offensive line or defensive line. Either one, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Thankfully, I have a free car wash. I recently got this thing's oil changed. They're like, you get a free car wash. I'm like, sweet. You there? You are not. Nope. I'll catch you guys in back there.
Or there's a Marshall thing. See you guys later.
Rolling both those windows up now. Sat here for a while and chatted. 23 minutes I've been in the car because it's been on that long. So yeah, we've been talking, just talking. I don't know why I sat in the car. I still have to pee. But yeah, things here. I'm just gonna head home. I drank my thing. So yeah, we did offense things to get through offensive run stuff. We had a one of our running backs show up today, so we needed to teach him. And the offensive line, the thing is we're having so many guys that do have to work or can't make it because this thing, until we're like halfway losing an offensive line, and it's frustrating. And I can tell it's frustrating to Thor because of the commitment. I was in kind of one of those little spots with the tree, so I couldn't pull forward. Yeah, I mean, it was like 2 hours still of practice, but we weren't running anything. We were just, I was defensive line. You guys know that? Because I talked with Vince while I was getting all my stuff off. Something like that. I gotta go home. I gotta pee real bad. Hey, Grandpa. I probably shouldn't have sat here. So yeah, that's that. I should be able to do legs with Willie tomorrow. Gonna try to get that 1 rep max 3 plates. Really gonna try. But we might have chalk talk, and I really hope we do. I want to have more chalk talk. I want to have more time on the field, but we get to practice and it's like, oh, let's catch up for like 20 minutes. And I'm just like, it's frustrating. Frustrating that we only meet once a week necessarily, and then we try to get all this stuff crammed in, and the guys are like honestly confused because they're new and weren't here last week, so they're trying to ask questions, but then other people answer the question like they know what it is, but they don't know what it is because they don't know it fully. None of us know it fully. And I'm sitting here at like offensive line or defensive line and like, what is going on? But yeah, I should probably get into chatting with Willie about stuff. What in all living happened? I want to get on the freeway. And I wasn't even filming much of that. Sheriff, fire truck. Obviously something happened. Got people watching over there. Obviously it was a decent car accident because that's a freeway. Right here, that's a freeway entrance. But yeah, you guys are probably going to see something nasty here in a second. Damn. I'm gonna have to go out and around, figure out how to get onto the freeway. Right, it's Washington, I can U-turn! All right! I'm going stupid. All right, I'm home. Stuff's in the washer, because it's all booky. So yeah, I was a little bit loopy leaving the field, but now that I'm home and had some Valentine's chocolates that I got cheap, yeah. Aaron finished up
Season 1 of Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
That was on the Netflix or the Hulu?
Hulu.
So if you guys happen to have Hulu and you like, how do I put this? Not quite Monty Python, silly, but not quite serious Doctor Who, British stuff.
Douglas Adams, silly. Hitchhiker's Guide, silly.
There. I keep forgetting that Douglas Adams and Hitchhiker's Guide are the same thing. I forget that he wrote it, because to me Douglas Adams is a vaunted pinnacle of sci-fi writing, and to me Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is like a passage assembly of fucking words monkeys put together, and it somehow coherently formed a story. Because I watched the movie and I was like, I'm not even on drugs and this movie doesn't make any sense. What the f is the book about? Yeah, I know.
Well, I definitely guessed that answer horribly wrong.
We have to get down to Edge and talk with the insurance guy. Then we're going to go out to eat from there, but I'm not sure. Aaron's like, we're going to be at Subway. I'm like, I don't want to eat Subway. I want to have like a full meal. I don't want to sit there and shove a tube of very low quality vegetables and meat in my mouth. We might as well just go and get a double Big Mac or Grand Big Mac or whatever that is. They have 3 Big Macs now.
Yeah. They have the small Big Mac, the big Big Mac, and the huge Big Mac.
No, they have the Mac Jr. Big Mac Jr.
No, the Mac Jr.
The Mac Jr.
And then the Grand Mac.
What are the 3 different Big Macs?
According to adage, the Grand Mac will include 2 patties that together weigh in at 1/3 of a pound before cooking, 2 slices of American cheese, special sauce, lettuce, minced onions and pickles, and is served on a larger sesame seed bun.
Okay. So the 2 patties in the original Big Mac total 1/5 of a pound. Okay. I put way too much thought into that all of a sudden. Alright, that was my... Sprinkling, and it's like icy sprinkles, and I am dressed for not this weather. Dumb. I mean, I'm not full-blown dumb, but I'm definitely not thinky. So, we went to Blue Moon, that's what that big bright entranceway was.
Yeah.
Which is a diner, it's one of those, it's hard to see.
50s diner.
Yeah. Silver on the outside. You know, plays a lot of stuff. The lady behind us was having an issue that she wanted everything cooked on like a separate grill because she
needed it gluten-free.
Yeah. She's gluten sensitive or something like that. And yeah. But the waitress was like, and I'm sorry you feel that way, and then just like walked right off. Yeah, it's just like,
we don't have a separate grill for non-gluten. There's just a lot of gluten back there.
I'm like, this is a 50s diner. They didn't worry about gluten back then. Hell, their freaking Black Bear doesn't probably worry about gluten. Like,
and I get that it's a thing.
I understand, and I accept celiacs. The problem is, if you have a dietary restriction, that's on you. Yeah, ask, but don't get butthurt.
Yeah.
Like she did. She has a gluten intolerance is what she has. I can tell.
Yeah. We have a friend who's peanut allergic. She doesn't go places they serve peanuts.
Or if she does, she just knows not to order peanut stuff. Like, when you have a problem that's localized to you, per se, you are the one that needs to bend to society. Don't bend society to you. Just because I have color confusion doesn't necessarily mean I need all our footballs to be blue so I can detect them in case they get thrown amongst the trees in the background. That's not a thing. That just means I need to start looking much more for that spiraling white.
Yeah.
I hope to God someone's throwing it on a spiral. Not all quarterbacks do that very well. I'm getting better with my log snapping that I decided to use my right hand, not my left hand. It's certainly not like flying over, like, it's not tumbling around like, you know, a starship caught in the solar winds of time or whatever. There we are. One of the rare references I will make to Firefly. My balls are not coming out like a leaf on the wind. You know, so that's that. We're going to be heading home. We don't have anything to watch. We're done with Voltron. We did What's Its Bucket.
Netflix told me there's a couple things new that I might be interested in, so
I'm mildly interested in like you. What's weird is that Altered Carbon seemed interesting, and you were like, no. I'm like, weird. Like it just like it took me aback that you were just like. You were when we watched the preview of Altered Carbon, you were treating it like I don't like rap music. Like, it was just completely not even on your radar, and I'm like, really?
I'll have to watch the trailer again.
The one where the guy wants you to...
I'll have to watch the trailer again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I mean, I haven't heard rave things about it, but I haven't heard people saying it's terrible. Cloverfield Paradox. I thought about watching that one, just by myself yesterday, because I turned on Netflix, so I wanted to watch a football movie.
No, I'm remembering. Is Rotten Tomatoes scale backwards? What do you mean? Like, low numbers are good, high numbers are bad? No, I'm pretty sure it's high numbers are good.
At the time, the day it came out, it had a 17%. It probably has higher now, but... And I should probably get a nice roll down and stuff.
Yeah.
Anything more that you want to say? Oh, you did your Dirk Gently stuff, and that's really all you did is you binged that, because I wasn't gone that long.
Yeah, I finished off Dirk Gently. I like it. It's pretty well written. It's a little goofy, which is nice.
It's trying to heat the car, and the engine isn't running, so it's kind of cooling down. So it runs the engine to warm it back up so we can keep the heat in the car. Because the engine's not super warm because I'm not driving.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But yeah, highly recommended.
Oh my god. The snow apocalypse has started. We have so much snow. Morning. I was reading my linebacker book on coverages, but also at a weird way. Probably wasn't the greatest idea. I was getting distracted by the Olympics because I was watching the skiers. And then this morning I've been spending the last half an hour browsing Facebook and doing a little bit of Diggy's Adventure stuff. Mindless Facebook click game. So I'm not sure if I showed you the guys this. I'm not sure where that happened. Obviously football practice. That happened too. I mean, they're little. I don't know if I have you on my legs. I haven't taken... I should get my morning going. Just like stop recording and like get the coffee started and stuff. I mean, I already filled up my cup. I want to push it until later, in case there is a meeting at the Fright Chuck Talk stuff. I should probably ask the group chat about that. I will talk to you guys in mere moments here. Alright, I'm back. Just because I needed to get the double, I just used both hands on the coffee. And so, we went to, I recorded after that. I don't need to cover that. Wasn't quite enough loopy, but I'll cover that. I'm remembering things that I did yesterday, and as I'm saying them, I remember actually saying them. Because I wasn't sure if I told the vlogs. So yeah, legs, mod, grocery shopping. Leaking outside my mouth, apparently. Ate a lot of these cheapy Valentine's candy. The whole thing was like $1.22. And then the little Valentine's thing that I got Eric was like 68 cents. I mean, that's what you get for getting Valentine's candy on February 16th. A bunch of cheap chocolate. But the reason why it is cheap is because nobody wants it. It's not the good candy. No, it's not waffle weekend. I bought waffles last weekend. Really wish they made a 28 pack. But it's a 24 pack, so I gotta miss one weekend of waffles. Be in an off cycle of buying waffles. I tried having the weekend where I don't have waffles and just have like all the waffles straight, and then have the Saturday and Sunday where I don't have waffles and then buy them, and for some reason I would forget. It's much easier for me to remember when the day, because we go shopping on Sunday, the day I use the last waffles are the ones I need to go buy waffles. Everything's strange, everything is a little weird. Dog right. Everything works up in a cycle. And it makes sense. You just have to figure out where your cycles work. And some people call you crazy, some people call you neurotic, some people call you weird, but if you've got your life and you're happy and you're not necessarily imposing any discomfort on other people, be as weird as you want. I realized I toasted the stuff a little much yesterday morning. It was almost dried out bread. It wasn't like slightly crispy toast. It's a good setting for the waffles because you want them cooked all the way through, but room temperature bread. I'm going to go do German lessons. It involves me sitting down. Everything is melting. Everything is dripping. The sun has been out long enough and we've got blue over there. I'm leaving to go do legs with Willie because I didn't want to drive just in case there was black ice. I mean, you know, I've been called an overconfident driver. You know, I've also been called a cautious driver. But the thing is, at like 8:30 this morning, there might have been black ice. The sun was not even beaming yet. But it's been, well, it's 10 o'clock now. So I'm heading down to pick up Willie. And like I said, everything is dripping. So hopefully the main roads, I'm certainly not gonna go over Cooper Mountain. No, that's asking for it. Because that goes up to almost 1,000 feet. That's asking for it. And I'm not gonna worry about that one. Willie, he'll understand. I'll just take the back roads up. No, I'll freaking take Murray. Anyways, I'm gonna get this car warmed up, listen to some music. So I just realized I should probably record this. We both did 3 plates today of squat. He's done it once before.
I did it several times. Because remember I got up to 3 plates at a 10. And then I fucked up my shoulder.
Yeah. And then I did it for the first time today and got 2. But I was like, that second one was like, if I tried for a third one, I either wasn't going to go back up or I was gonna mess all over the gym. And anybody who's done squats and tried to raise your max on squat, you know what I mean by that.
I could have got that 5th one, but if I got that 5th one, I wouldn't have been doing shit for the rest of the day. Like, all my other lifts would have been bull.
Yeah. So I've got comments. People want me to do, like, football videos with you again, but I have no idea what to do. I do have a plan for a video in the future. It's just we have to wait for, I don't know, everything to fall into place, right?
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The weather's been funky, so I'm not necessarily sure if, like, we'll be able to get out. Like, we can get out to the field. I just don't want to take the camera out on the field because they're predicting, like, icy, wintry mix all week.
It's supposed to be like what it was today, like, until, like, Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Or no, past that. I don't know. Oh, wait, no.
Something like that.
I'm in the wrong city.
What city were you in?
Arlington. I was like, it's snowing all the time.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not right.
Like, Arlington's like 5 hours north of here.
Because whenever I go to an away game, I put in the place.
Yeah, same here.
And that was like the farthest away game I had to go to.
Yeah, because I put in like Longview so I can check what.
Because I have like Portland, Vancouver, Arlington, and like Seattle.
Yeah, I have Longview in so I can tell like beforehand. It's like, oh, is it going to be raining up there or freezing in there? Is it snowing at Longview, but it's nice and sunny and tanning weather here? Because everything's weird.
But big news, hopefully.
You say hopefully.
We're waiting on it. But
okay, we say hopefully because it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
There we go. So that's that. But, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, we don't need to be at the gym at 9 o'clock. We were at the gym at like 10:15 or like 10:20 because I left the house at like, whatever.
Yeah.
But he was frustrated because people at like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning were driving like 4 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, and right then the sun was starting to come out, and I was like, let's just get everything like a little defrosted.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having wintry mix today.
Yeah, and as we were walking out, a couple of flakes hit me. Those are heavy, wet flakes.
That's what happens with wintry mix.
Yeah.
Is you get, let's see if you guys can see these kind of flakes hitting. These big flakes come down and they create like this splatter pattern. And it kind of looks like when you take the spray brush thing from like the older, like old paint or kid picks. Old paint and kid picks, and you just click it once and it puts a little dot pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what this is looking like. We just dated ourselves. Because I use the term kid picks. That was such a great program, though.
It really was.
It was.
The sound effects were terrible.
It doesn't really matter about the sound effects.
Yeah.
But we gotta go get the bread and the milk. Actually, we don't. I have bread and I got milk before the snow happened.
Yeah.
We have a full gallon of milk, and the bread is good because you're not going tomorrow. I just need 3 slices tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we do need wipes because I need to clean my cleats real bad. I might pick up the cheapy kind because I might be going through a lot, and then pick up another one for us for when we want to wipe up something. And there's a lot bigger flakes coming down.
Yeah. Let's get.
So it's not as bad as the actual whole store rearranging they did, but they seem to have rearranged some things in their shelves.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating. Right now I'm looking for like handy wipes, and I thought maybe they'd be down in like the bath tissue. We're down to 2 paper towels. Are we still good on that? We're 2 paper towel rolls in the cupboard. Or in the...
Still good.
Okay. We don't go through them that fast. Not having paper towels is not a big deal versus not having toilet paper is a big deal. So they'd probably be down the cleaner aisle more or less. If not, they're in beauty supplies. There they are. They're in cleaners. And I want cheapy brand, which is just scrubbing action disinfecting wipes. I don't really need that. I don't need even a dual side. Good lord, that's a Clorox. Lemon scent. I don't even need them scented. There we are. Big thing. Disinfecting wipes. How many wipes do you got in you? 75. You are fresh scent. What is that? 5 cents each, it says? 5.9 cents per each.
Yeah.
And this is $5.69 per each, so it's bigger the better to have the 75 wipe one because they're cheaper per wipe. I just don't want to dunk my cleats in water, and then we'll probably do it. And if we were having rain and I was going to be out on the field, that would also wash them too after a fashion. But Wednesday is hill day. That's going to get them all muddy again. I'd much rather just wipe them right off. And now we need your soups.
Yes.
Soups. You need 3 soups.
Yes.
He doesn't work tomorrow because of an unforeseen holiday that nobody really watched actually. Okay, what, 46.1% we're going to vote, or going to celebrate President's Day this year?
Yeah, something like that.
So we're watching computer file stuff. We're watching actually YouTube on the Chromecast. The phone was at 63%. It was at like 12% when I wanted to start watching, and I had it on the charger, but that's not a good thing because the charger's over here, and if the phone goes to sleep, my Chromecast thing bugs out. Yeah. Aaron's cooking the pizza right now. I was watching Olympics for a while. I was actually really happy that the as momentary as it was, the German twin bobsledders. I'm not sure if they go with 4 bobsled anymore. And that might be a bigger, longer track because the sled itself has to be longer. But they were, and I talked to Willie because like the first one went through and they're like, and they're in first. And then the second Germans came through and they're in first. Now the Germans are at 1 and 2, and then like the third Germans came through, and I was like, great. So if they get first, they beat out the other Germans. What happened? What do you have to do to beat it for Germans to beat out other Germans? At the very end of the race, you flip your sled sideways because you're like, I need to get that extra 0.05 seconds. So he ducked his head inside the sled and couldn't see where he was going. And the sled wound up riding up the wall too much, and he slipped through the finish line at 87.9 miles an hour on his side.
Oh my god, I hadn't realized it was 87.9.
I know, we're about ready to time travel. Germans time traveling in a bobsled. Or what, maybe, what it was. Why like, not? I don't know, I'll have to look that up. So yeah, I cleaned my cleats. They're still kind of ucky because they are not like fully plasty, so they have, we have like clay stuff around here. When they get wet, they look black again. Anyways. Pizza's out. I figured I'd just update stuff, talk about the Germans. The Norwegians seem to be dominating the Winter Olympics, and I'm like,
gee, I wonder why.
It's sort of like, man, the Africans are really taking the Summer Olympics. I mean, I don't want to sound racist, but they just run everywhere, don't they? Of course they're going to take track pretty well. They just run all the time. Every time
Plus, it's Summer Olympics, and it's warm there.
Yeah.
We're used to it. Yeah,
it's the thing, like, the guy from Tonga who came in shirtless is a cross-country skier. He's been cross-country skiing for 12 weeks.
Yeah, when you told me how, what rank he came in, 119th
of 125.
I was like, oh my god. when you said, he's only been doing this 12 weeks, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, because he did it at Beijing because he probably has a summer sport. You know, he probably is a distance runner, but he wanted to go for the Winter Olympics, so he picked up cross-country skiing. Like, this guy is like, oh, Joey. And they asked Gus Kenworthy if he were the flag bearer for Beijing next time, if he'd come out for the United States shirtless, and he's like, yes. So I'm not sure about pizza and continue watching YouTube. Now, I already say Aaron doesn't work tomorrow?
I don't know. I don't work tomorrow.
Yeah. So, it's slick out because of the rain and all the various snow. I don't think we'll be walking up to the platform. I think it might get down to freezing.
Yeah.
And that'll leave everything in ice slick right now.
However, I am very glad that I bought myself a present.
Yeah.
I've never used them, but I'm glad I have them.
Yeah, if it is kind of icy, I might see it. I might say, hey, Aaron, go out and test. Go out and see how they work.
Yaktrax is a division of Implus.
Which is probably a division of Dow Chemical. Or Nestle. Okay, it is currently... Oh, it is going to be 40 tomorrow. 5 degrees warmer than today. It is currently 34. Feels like 27. It's going to get down to 27 by 6 a.m. That's a freezing.
Yep.
That's a below freezing. And with no wind and all that stuff, it's gonna be a little frozen tomorrow morning. And I'm probably gonna... Your hands are freaking freezing! What? No. Why did you have to time that so nicely? My voice cracked. I'm getting your sore throat. I can feel it on my right side. It's kind of going up into my nose.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I meant to get
I need it. Huh?
I meant to get Kleenex while we were at the store.
Whatever. We have paper towels.
Yeah.
But
And you're not going to be sick for long.
yeah, if I'm only getting a sore throat right now, I'm gonna have like sore throatiness, and I might have like maybe Monday night I might have a
Yeah.
but
it is supposed to snow Tuesday.
meh. Having a whole, like Willie and I said, we have like a whole like weird week of weather coming, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to film with him. I mean, if it's snowing, maybe I can film because
Yeah.
it's not quite the same. I don't know. Pokemon is registering that it's sunny, yet all of my apps are saying cloudy. I don't understand. Morning. As we said earlier in this video, as I'm trying to put that, not just yesterday, but earlier in this video, Aaron doesn't work today. Because it is celebrating your preferred leader of the United States. We had a little bit of snowfall last night. Like,
Just a dusting, really.
well, no, we actually had a fair bit. But, as you guys can see, it came down between like 8 and 10, but then the clouds receded into the upper atmosphere and stopped snowing. But all the cars that haven't moved since last night are still covered in it because they're still cold.
Yeah.
You know, i.e. being metal and all that. Construction guys aren't out today. Doves. Not doves, pigeons. I keep thinking they're doves because they sound like... Because sometimes we'll get the little like... And this sounds like doves, but I forget that pigeons and doves are in the same family.
Yeah.
And we do have doves around here. They're just not active this time. Like, it might be a dove or something in like summer, but certainly not now. Pigeons are much more. I like that this area is actually... You can tell where the turf is and where the... This is the whitest turf I've ever seen. You see him up there? He's at the very tippy top of the tree. I think it's a he because it's probably a guy trying to call out for a mate or something. So he'd want to find the tallest part of the tree and scream his head off.
I don't know, I always associate screaming his head off with not.
Though that's the thing, is for a bird, you know, like screaming his head off could be multiple things, but they're still trying to get everything's attention.
Yeah.
To me, a woodpecker screaming its head off, I don't even know what sound a woodpecker makes other than bashing its head against things. And honestly, until Willie, I didn't realize that there's multiple different kinds of ways that a woodpecker pecks. You know, if they kind of do a and it's a really light tapping, then they're trying to drill into something just beyond the surface so they can try to find the little bugs and stuff underneath the bark of the tree. If it's they're trying to drill a hole. Then there's short, it's like the but it won't be on the trunk of a tree. It'll be on some place which resonates more on a tree or a metal pole. Like I thought he was just stupid. We thought he was just stupid.
But no, actually kind of bright.
Yeah, because to woodpeckers, they can hear the frequency of the pecks, and the faster it is, the healthier it is, and the more it rings, the louder it is. It's just...
Yeah.
You're like, this, you know, and that's just human stupidity. They're like, oh,
Yeah,
you're
we
stupid.
assumed it was trying to drill. It was just trying to make noise.
But the more I listened to it, especially in the video, I went back and listened to it after Willie told me that, is it's even making a rhythmic sound in and of itself. It's not just brrrring, it's ring, 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 ring. Like, it's almost mimicking the Max train in a way, but it like has this like...
I wonder if it was.
Like, it's so strange. I'm gonna have to... I can do it. I have to search the YouTube channel for woodpecker, go back, find that video. We're just coming up to the Max stop to get...
That's been...
I'm not gonna try to go after that Machamp on the gym. Machamp's hard.
It's restarted. We could probably...
I don't want to do it. It's cold.
Okay.
Boy. Okay, there's my 1 day streak. Did you get yours? I don't want to go on. My hands are freezing right now.
Got it.
Okay. So we're gonna go home and edit. We're gonna warm up my hands in my pockets or something.
Bye.